There's a TV show that is popular, still is probably. I haven't watched it in a few seasons. It's called Blackish. And during the show, there was an episode where in the office, Charles and Andre, they are in separate situations. They go to the elevator. The elevator opens, and this cute little white girl is standing there. Obviously, she's lost her parents, or vice versa, or mutual. They got lost, and the door opens. Andre sees the little white girl, and me and Sidra are watching, and my kids watching too. And the first thing we say is, "You better walk away." That's what we say. Don't mess with that little white girl. You need to walk on. And the door opens. They see her. Do nothing. Door closes. Dre, he ran off. He saw her, just paused for a few seconds, and he walked off. He was like, He walked off. I was like, whoo. I said, he did the right thing. So then he brings it up later at the meeting, which they never get any work done somehow, but they stay in business. And he brings up that there's a little white girl in the elevator. And it's like, well, did you help her? No, man, I ran. And Charles, he's like, you saw her too? Yeah, little white girl almost got me. And me and Sidra are laughing. And my daughter, she doesn't understand it. We're not even trying to explain it. And we're like, man, you need to leave. They just saved their life. And then their bosses, which are white and whatnot, it's like, oh, you guys are monsters. She needed your help. She doesn't have a family or anything. And Andre is like, shh, you're trying to get me killed. So now, with that said, you might be thinking, what in the hell is wrong with Cedric? What is wrong with Sidra? This little white girl by herself and she's all scared. Or you might be thinking this is all related to that story and, about the babysitter, which is exactly right. And it's not a one case thing that proves anything, but this black dude is babysitting these two white kids. And when I first heard it, I thought, this brother should have known better. He should have known better. You don't go out in the public with two white kids. You're going to get killed. You get killed without them. No, man, no. But he does it. And this lady stalks him. You know how what are you doing with those two white kids? Basically. So she calls the cops and she stalks and she waits. And the cops show up, and most likely she was probably hoping that the cops would gun him down and save the day. So the cops, they're talking to him, and he's like, what in the world? And the cops talk to the kids, and he's like, oh yeah, he's our babysitter, our friend, and look, let's go with some common sense. If a black guy wanted to kidnap someone, it would not be two white people. Keep that in mind, unless the black guy would believe somehow that he was either going to get some grand form of justice, which would be stupid, or he's going to get some money, which he isn't. And if he did, he's not going to keep it. But he got him. And the officers are questioning them, and they, confirm, no, babysitter, dude, friend of the family, and all this. And the mother is like, are you kidding me? He's our friend. We love him, and he's taking the kids out because we want to do some things. And this is happening. She was all angry and I'm glad she was. Stick up for each other, no matter what race you are. Stick up for each other. They're a friend of yours. Stick up for them, even in the face of adversity. Even if your friends are all like, they did kidnap him, right? No, stick up for them. So I applaud this woman because she could have been like, yeah, he did kidnap him. She could have. And the kids don't even have to say so because they're too young to be on trial. You know, they can't be a witness or they can't be testified. And what is it? It's escaping me. I don't know. Watching How to Get Away with Murder and can't remember. They can't be on the defendant stand. Damn. All right. They can't be cross-examined or none of that. So they can't do that. So I'm glad this woman did the right thing. You know, but and she's not the only one. There's a woman that adopted a black child, and this child has been going through a lot of racial stuff at school, and she has to defend her child, and she's like, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Look, I got to ask one good question. Why is it that white people and some black people act like shit don't happen? What? I mean, that's too much privilege or safety or social disconnect or something to not think that she should have known when this black dude's going to be seen in public with these children that some shit was going to jump off. She should have known that. You know? She should have known. But, you know, look, tell me, what do y'all think of the subject? What do you think about my commentary on this? You know, I mean, personally, now, if I was alone and I saw some white kid in an elevator, yes, the first thing I want to do is, you need help or something, but I would be quiet. I would want to ask. I would want to, but then there's this part of me that screams, man, you want to live. And I'm like, yes, I do. You better walk away. So I would walk away. That's what I would do. I would walk away. And I would go tell somebody that's white, a little white kid in the elevator that might need your help. They go, why didn't you do anything? And I would just give them a look like, you know, you stupid. Or why are you trying to get me killed? A black man walking with some little white kid. Not happening. So what do you think about that? Because I want to live. I do. I really do. So I have to make sure I stay out of situations that would get me killed. You know, it's called self-preservation. What would you do? I mean, if you saw a little black kid, if you're white and you saw a little black kid in the elevator, I mean, you could just help the kid out and it'd be all good. But most likely, if you help the kid out, you take him to the police, that kid is going into the system. Damn his parents. I mean, what would you do? You know, situations reverse. What would you do? You know, I'm curious about that. Leave your comments in the, comment section below. And, look, stay safe. It ain't got to be a black and white thing. It ain't got to be any racial thing. Just don't do stupid shit. Just don't. Tomorrow is another day and you can be a part of it. Stay safe. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.